Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. My name is Rachel and I'm a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And today I have an update for you on my first Quicklotz box, the luxury fashion apparel box. I ended up ordering 3 of these. This is the 90-day update on the first one. So if you want to see what sold and if I actually made a profit, definitely stick around. So as I mentioned, I purchased 3 of these in a relatively short period of time, within about a month of each other. So this was box 1 of 3, and it was 50 pieces for $300. I ended up listing 45 of the 50 pieces, putting my cost of goods at $6.67 per piece, or $300 for the entire box. So if you like reseller content, do make sure you are subscribed to my channel. I do post, it'll be about 2 to 3 times a week. We're getting really down to the wire with baby coming, so I'm going to continue posting as long as I can, but definitely subscribed. I've got lots of 90-day updates coming up, including those other 2 Quicklotz boxes that I purchased. Drop me a like if you find this helpful, and this is a 50-piece box. Go grab a snack, go grab your money pile, do some work while you're listening. This one might be a little bit longer, so I encourage you to multitask with this one. So what I always do is show you guys what I got in the box live, which I will link the video down below if you want to watch the original unboxing. And then I list everything on at least 3 different platforms, at least eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. Sometimes more platforms than that, but those are my big 3. And then I come back 90 days later and tell you what sold, if I made a profit, and based on what sold out of this box, if I would purchase another one or if I would recommend that you try to purchase one. So that's what we're going to do here today. First, I'll show you what did sell. I'll go lowest profit to highest profit. I'll show you what hasn't sold, and then I'll give you my recommendation at the end. So let's jump right on in. We've got 45 items to talk about. So actually, I've only sold 16 items out of this box. And that being said, I have 28 items left, and I have 1 item that was a sale and a cancellation. So I have it marked off as a loss, which we'll talk about that at the end. So let me show you first what I did sell. There was this basic like crew neck t-shirt. It was men's, size 2X, by the brand 90 Degree. It was an $11 Poshmark sale. It actually sold pretty quick. Basics sell. A lot of times, you know, it's tempting to not want to list basics, but $11, I mean, that's, you know, helped recoup a little bit of the cost of the box. So that's cool. I had this Ted Baker polo shirt, which, you know, this one sat for, oh gosh, almost 90 days, actually a little longer than 90 days, with no interest. It was new without tag, but Ted Baker's a really good brand. In fact, I source and sell a lot of Ted Baker, so I'm not real sure what was up with this one. But anyway, somebody offered me $15 on Poshmark, so I eventually did take it. I had this black, again, basic t-shirt. The brand was Goodman brand, which I had never heard of. But it sold within 3 days. So it was a very quick sale, $18. It didn't resale or it didn't retail for very high, so I didn't list it for very high, but it is what it is, I guess. Goodman brand, if you see it, it could potentially be a quick flip. I had a quarter zip sweater from the brand Open Edit. That was a quick eBay sale, which means I don't have a screenshot, but I sold that one for $14.99. Open Edit must be either like a Nordstrom house brand or like one of their lower tier brands. I couldn't find a lot of comps on the stuff that I was selling, and I couldn't find a lot of like stock photos. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but this box had some Open Edit, and all the other boxes I've gotten had Open Edit. So not sure what that brand is all about. Then I had this black and white pullover hoodie, and this one was a little bit confusing because it was, the stock photo I found showed it modeled on a man, but it was, I think it's one of those brands that's more marketed towards like unisex sizing. So I wasn't really sure how to list it or like what to describe it as, but I did eventually sell it on Poshmark for $15. I had to play with the price of that a little bit. Then I had this other hoodie that was by the brand Noon Goons, and this brand retails for very high, well, not very high, but it's a pricey like streetwear brand, but it's very niche. It is a like Californian surfer slash skater brand. So it's expensive and it's priced, and it's higher end, I guess I would say, but it's not really going to be well known. Like it's one of those like right buyer situations. So I had it priced kind of high, based on not only comps, but just based on like what the stuff retailed for, which didn't help me any. Finally, somebody offered me $20. This was just a couple of days ago. We were like well past the 90 days. I was getting ready to make the video and I'm like, whatever, someone wants it for $20. You know, I get to a point with some of this stuff, like if it hasn't had a lot of interest and it's not like showing any signs of selling any higher, I will just take an offer like that. So no regrets. Then I had this waffle knit t-shirt by Treasure and Bond, which Treasure and Bond is a house brand, I think. That was a $20 Poshmark sale. I had a turtleneck from the brand Reese, or yeah, I think it's Reese, R-E-I-S-S. I don't have a screenshot for this one. It was, I promise you, it was a $18.74 sale, which is an odd number. I must have been running a promo on eBay. And it sold within about 3 weeks. So Reese is a pretty solid brand. It's not super expensive, but it is a designer brand. So I'm not surprised that that one sold quickly. Then I had this pair of white jeans from Seven for All Mankind. This was a $27 eBay sale. I think I either sent an offer or I accepted an offer on that one. I had this gorgeous MM LaFleur dress. So it was a silk dress. The pattern was like a map of New York City's like subway system. And it was really, really nice. It was just missing the belt. So it did sit for a little while, but finally sold for $36 on Poshmark. That's another one of those like right buyer situations, I think. I had a crew neck sweater from the brand Rails. This one I was hoping to get a little more for, but I didn't. It was still a $30 eBay sale, so not too bad. I think I had it priced a lot higher than that, and then I kind of just came down as I was not selling it. This one was surprising. This French Connection dress, and French Connection, I don't know if it's a house brand. I don't think it's a house brand, but it's sort of like it retails for quite a bit, but it doesn't really have a lot of resale value. So I was really surprised with how much interest it got. It must have just been this particular style. But this was a $40 Poshmark sale, and this one sat for only about a month. But in that month, it got a ton of interest. Then this brand, I'm going to go ahead and call this a Bolo. I had never heard of this brand. You guys, when I unboxed, told me that this brand was good. And then definitely this sweater got a lot of interest as I was waiting for it to sell, which it sold in about 5 weeks, but it still got a lot of interest in the meantime. The brand is outer known. So if you do see this brand, definitely look it up or check it out, I guess. See if it's whatever you're specifically looking at is worth picking up, because it might be. But this one sold for $40 for me on Poshmark. I had this pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans. They were white jeans. White denim doesn't sell so great in the middle of winter, but these did sell in January for $40 on eBay. So that's pretty cool. They sat for a little while, but not too long, so that's not too bad. And then the highest profit item in the box actually was a pair of white jeans. They were these Anine Bing white ankle slim jeans. And so these you know, when you get that one item that like gets a ton of interest, a ton of likes, and then you keep sending offers, and then like it just, no one actually commits to buying it. That was these jeans. I was so tired of sending offer after offer after offer. On Vestair, I had even accepted an offer from 2 different customers, and then Vestair lets you make an offer and then not actually pay for the item. So twice I accepted the offer and then the customer never came back and actually made the purchase, which is super frustrating. There was a little yellow piece of tape to indicate a flaw on the jeans, but I really couldn't tell what the flaw was. So, I don't know. It was kind of weird, but I'm not surprised that eventually they did sell and that they are the highest selling item in the box. They ended up selling for $85 on Poshmark, but man, it took the whole 3 months and then some, because I'm a little late on the video. So great sale, but definitely took longer than I was hoping. So that's what's sold, and that's only, like I said, 16 items. So let's go through what hasn't sold in the box. I've got this pink ruched dress from Floret Studios. I don't have high hopes for this. I don't know what this brand is. Not super impressed by the style. It seems like it's not the most sought after style right now. So, and some of this stuff might go to Uptown Cheapskate. I'm going to probably try to take that dress. I don't even know if Uptown Cheapskate's going to take that, but I might try. I've got this Karen Kane blue wrap dress, which has had a decent amount of interest, but no takers yet. I've got this lightweight sweater from the brand Robert Barraquette, which seems like a decent brand also, but I don't know if this is just because it's a basic or, well, let's be honest, my photo is a little wrinkly and I didn't feel inclined to do anything to try to get the wrinkle out of that sweater because I don't like to mess with sweaters because they ruin so easily. So that probably has a little to do with it, that it looks like crap on the hanger. But whatever, that's still here. I've got this dress by Shani, this lace overlay dress. So lace overlay is got to be like super out of style right now because I cannot get rid of it to save my life. Shani seems to be a higher end brand, but also on Poshmark and Mercari, both, there's no option to pick the brand Shani. There's like spin-offs of it, but not Shani the way it's listed on this tag. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I've got this purple mini dress from Socialite. No interest. That'll probably go to Uptown Cheapskate. This burgundy little hoodie dress thing from the brand Spence. And this is plus size, which I thought I would sell pretty quickly, but I guess not. This other Ted Baker top, this tie-dye like long sleeve polo. I think it's cool, but I guess no one else does because that is still here. I've got a ribbed long sleeve midi dress from the brand Velvet Torch. I dislike this dress a lot. It was super hard to photograph. It's very hard to see like the texture and the shape of it, even on a mannequin. So it's a hard sale when you can't even really describe it properly. So that's still here. This Vero Moda, I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. This sweater dress almost became mine a couple times. I left it for sale. It still hasn't sold. It's another brand that like seems to retail pretty high, but doesn't want to sell for me for some reason. I had this Walter Baker dress. It was like a purple metallic sweater dress. Walter Baker seems to be a pretty decent brand as well. This dress had like a snag in it, and I think it was missing a belt, if I remember correctly. So I priced it pretty high to start. I've lowered it and lowered it. Some interest, no takers, and at this point it is like out of season, so not sure what's going to happen with that one. I've got this velvet midi dress from the brand Elodie. I don't know if we're wearing velvet these days, but no one's really shown any interest in that. I've got this long sleeve t-shirt from the brand NN07, No Nationality, which seems to be pretty pricey, but no takers on this particular piece. There's a gray mock neck sweater from Nordstrom. It's just branded as Nordstrom. A tan quarter zip sweater from Open Edit. Again, not super high end, really basic pieces. This top was pretty interesting. There were some sold comps that I saw that were pretty high, so I think I priced it high, probably too high. It's an oversized like sleeveless blouse from the brand Samso, which I had never heard of. But it's not doing so hot. It's still here, as you can see. Here's another ribbed midi dress. The brand is Socialite. Super hard to photograph. Not surprised that is still here. I've got this other Vero Moda like tunic. For one, I don't know if this is a tunic or a dress. It's ribbed, it's striped. I don't know if it's in style, out of style. I don't know. It's just here. It's just here and it's not going anywhere. So I might try Uptown Cheapskate for that too. I've got these stirrup jeans from Frame. I was hoping these would sell. They did not. They're still here. It's kind of sad. 2 pairs of men's trousers, like casual dress pants. They're like, yeah, they're trousers. I had one size 40, one size 42. Both are still here. There's another pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans, linen trousers. Hopefully these sell quickly. Hopefully these sell soon. They didn't sell quickly. Hopefully these sell soon because we're getting into summer and linen's going to be a little bit more sought after pretty soon here. Same with this skirt. This is a linen skirt. The brand is Open Edit. I don't sell a ton of linen in the winter, so maybe that one will sell pretty soon here. I've got these pants from the brand Sui Studio. And I guess Sui Studio is another brand that retails pretty high. I was really surprised to see how much the similar items cost like on the Nordstrom website. But I haven't really had any interest in my closet for those. I had sort of high hopes for this Tahari skirt because it's a size 3X and it's a pretty color, but that's still sitting here. This Shamrock t-shirt from the brand Caslon, which I think Caslon is a Nordstrom house brand. I was hoping to sell this before St. Patrick's Day, which has since come and gone, and the t-shirt is here to stay, so I have a feeling I'll have that for a while. It is organic cotton, so I thought that would be a selling point, but I guess not. I've got this dress from London Times. It's a seersucker midi dress. No sales yet. This one might sell as we get into the summer months, though. If not, I might take that to Uptown Cheapskate. Same with this Roxy dress. Very, very summery. Fingers crossed that that one sells pretty soon here. And this one, I'm actually surprised because I thought this was a really cool, unique piece. This BDG navy blue sort of reconstructed sweatshirt. I thought it was a cool piece. It's still here. Actually, it hasn't gotten very much interest, so that's kind of a bummer. Sometimes you get high hopes for certain items because you think they're cool and they don't sell, and it's just that much more disappointing, but that's all right. And then there was one sweater that I sold on eBay. It was a Nordstrom branded like wool sweater. It sold on eBay, and then once the customer got it, they said there was like a snag in it that I didn't disclose. So because it was like a case that they opened, I would have had to pay to, like I would have had to reimburse the price plus the shipping, plus I would have had to pay to have them send it back to me. And I think the customer paid like $15 for the sweater. And, you know, it's one of those ones that was kind of just sitting, and I didn't feel like it was going to be worth them sending back to me. So I just refunded the price of the item plus the shippings, and I elected not to have it shipped back to me because I figure if I pay to have it shipped back to me and then it's going to sit here again, I might make a couple dollars back if I sell it again. Probably not, though, if it sold for $15 with an undisclosed flaw. I imagine I'm not going to get much for it with a disclosed flaw. So I just sent the refund and called it a loss. So I have that one recorded in my accounting as a negative $650, which is why it's the last thing on here. But, you know, it is what it is. So that's the full box. Again, just to recap, I listed 45 of the 50 pieces. There were 5 pieces that for some reason I didn't list, whether they were stained or they may have had sensors on them I couldn't get off, or I just didn't feel like they were worth listing. I don't know what necessarily 5 items they were, but with the 45 items, it was $6.67 per item, $300 for the box. My total profit after a little more than 90 days is $70.37. So I made back my $300 plus an extra $70.37. And then I still have 28 items left to sell. So my goal with liquidation or new with tag items that I purchased secondhand would be to double my money. So I would have wanted to made my 300 back plus another 300. I only made it to 70. I do have some pieces left. Some of them are decent. Most of them are not. Honestly, I think in hindsight, this is so funny because after I opened this box, I was really excited about the stuff inside to the point that it made me want to order a second box and a third box. And yet this box did not end up even doing that great. And there's a lot of stuff in here that, again, in hindsight, isn't really selling. So it's very interesting. And that's why I do these 90-day updates, because what seems great and wonderful when you first open the box might be a whole lot of nothing, because it's all about what actually sells. So very interesting to see. I will tell you that both of the other Quicklotz boxes are doing better than this one. We will talk about in each of those 90-day updates in the next upcoming weeks. But just so y'all know, like, this one was the worst of the 3, even though this one was the one that made me the most excited for some reason. So sometimes it's just like that. But based on the results of this box, would I recommend this? No, not really. 70. This was a lot of work for $70, and there's not enough good stuff left for me to say, like, yeah, I will easily get to the double mark within, a week or so. It's going to be a lot of stuff that's just kind of sitting around and stuff that goes to buy, sell, trade. And so no, this box was not the greatest. Like I said, the ones that the updates that are coming up soon were better. Based on the results of this box though, oh, I'm underwhelmed. And I hate to say that, but it's true. I am underwhelmed, and I'm glad I tried it because I never really, I think this is the first time I ever sourced from Quicklotz the clothing like this. So I am glad I tried it. It opened a new door for me, but this was not the jam. This box was not the jam. So there you have it. There is my update. Definitely let me know what you think if you're surprised by the results, especially if you watched the original unboxing. Any surprises, anything that sold that you thought wasn't going to sell, or anything that I still have that you were like, man, I really thought that was going to sell quickly. I would definitely love to hear your feedback. If you've ever ordered one of these luxury fashion retailer boxes from Quicklotz, let me know that in the comment too. And actually, Quicklotz is now offering like premium membership. So they have like regular boxes and then like boxes you can buy if you pay $50 for a premium membership, which I have not done because I've been focused a lot more on Helpsy and Boutique by the Box liquidation stuff. So let me know if you know anything about that too, because I'm curious to know if that's actually a worthwhile investment, or if you can really just kind of buy the regular boxes without paying up for that membership. So let me know if you know anything about that. Make sure you're subscribed. I've got the 90-day updates on Quicklotz box number 2 and 3 coming up in the next few weeks, along with lots of other 90-day updates. And lastly, drop me a like. This video seems long, and if you're still here, you rock. So I appreciate you very much. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will catch you in the next one.